people don't even know how much they are being programmed by corporate news. I reported on this yesterday. Yeah, the majority of Americans that supporting sending weapons to Taiwan. That's because people are being fed corporate garbage. So we can take a non-partisan post-duopoly stance that the establishment cannot deal with. So they push for censorship. Like our channel has been massively suppressed. They've been waiting to give us a strike. You finally play that one clip. They were waiting. We're not talking about COVID on RBN because it's just too risky. They were like, we wait. As soon as you play one clip, COVID clip, got you, motherfucker. We got you slipping. You know they've been waiting for that.
Yeah. Right? And proof to that is that you played it on your station. They just, what did they do? They took the video down. They didn't give you a strike. And that's just proof that they're literally like, if you have a reach and you're really saying something, not to say your channel doesn't have a reach, but this channel has a slightly larger reach. No. This can't happen over here. And they give us a strike.
Just to emphasize what CJ said, in case people don't know, we played the clip again on our Rumble only stream, but I also live streamed that on my personal YouTube account that I don't use anymore. I got like maybe 4,000 subscribers on there. So despite the fact they banned RBN for the clip, they didn't ban my channel for it. And not only did we play the clip, we also got into some conversations that's only safe to have on Rumble. I told you guys what I really felt about the vaccine, et cetera, right? Let's say for YouTube's sake, let's say I say it was safe and effective, but let's say it was the Rumble version. That, right? But remember, that rant was also uploaded on my smaller YouTube channel. They didn't touch that, but they fucked with the RBN for something much less. And
that tells you we have reach, we have influence, and they know it. Go ahead.
You have the liberal establishment that's openly decrying communication. They decrying debate. They don't want a public square. So you have liberals on top of their breath, like Mehdi Hassan, Peter Hotez. Please don't debate RFK. Please don't debate him.
That's just sad.
You had liberals on top of their breath saying, Hassan Piker, please don't debate Nick. Please don't debate. And they are 100% for the censorship. And they have this idea where like if you disagree with someone, you can't talk to them, you can't platform them, you can't have a conversation with them. And this is because of the weakness of their ideology. And this leads them to authoritarian tendencies where they want to silence debate. And we mentioned this when Rashid Tlaib was running from Tim fucking Pool. As a leftist, we thrive on the public square. Fred Hampton used to give public debates.
Yes.
MLK, Malcolm X, public conversation speeches, right? Speeches.
And that's the reason. And
we dare people to challenge it. But go ahead, I
was going to say, and then the reason leftists should be, in theory, is because you're on the side of morality. You're on the side of being human. So you want to be able to show the contradiction in the current system. And now that's what you want to do. You gravitate that. We hunger for that. Unless that's not who you are. Unless you're on the side of the establishment, on the other side of people like us. Go ahead, Nick. If you were,
dude, I would salivate for the chance that Tim Pool or any sort of right wing reactionary to try and call me out for my hypocrisies. I would love that platform. Rashid Tlaib ran away. Oh no! Don't be rude. No hostility. Right? If I gave a speech, I gave speeches. I gave a speech at the March of America for All. I gave a speech at Worker Strike Back. And anytime during the speech, if some guy came up and challenged me, I would thrive in that environment. I told you guys the story. I spare you guys all the time. I told you the story of my famous argument with the guy in the barbershop. I told you the story many times on the channel because I thrive in barbershop style conversations. I thrive in these kind of debates. And that leftist should be, if you believe in your principles, if you believe in your education, if you're well read on your history, if you're not falling for shit-lib talking points, you should thrive in the public square, which is why people avoid RBN at all costs. At all costs. The Hill fucked up, brought me on with Robbie. They said, oh, never fucking again. Never fucking again. Never again.
Nick says barbershop style debate. Because in black barbershops, we're always debating. It's always, now you might call it an argument, but it's always like, it doesn't matter what. It could be something funny. Oh, that latest Chris Rock special. That's not funny. As it is, like there's a debate in that. It's sports debates all the time. This is this style of challenging and your ideas, putting it out there. This is like a custom in black barbershops.
Yeah, and that's why I gave multiple speeches in the Black Barbershop. Once again, I told Zoe we got to brag more because there's boutique leftists that smear us as not doing things. So we understand where we're gonna brag more. So I just gave many speeches in Black Barbershop. You guys know who the guy who played Cyborg? I think his name like Ray Fisher or something like that. He plays Cyborg in Justice League. I was with him. We was hanging out because he was part of the Bernie campaign. He's actually a progressive. I don't know how far left he is, but he was talking about black issues. He was very progressive. He was someone in Hollywood that was like, I fuck with Bernie Sanders. So he's above the jib, right? And I met the dude, very, very fucking smart guy. And the funny thing is, I don't watch any of the DC movies, so I don't know the celebrity of them. People was like, dude, Nick, it's crazy you hanging out with fucking Cyborg, bro. And I was like, damn, you don't watch that. I didn't watch the movie. It's crazy, but he was a dope ass dude. And he was very, very smart. And because of his celebrity, the Bernie campaign was doing this thing where they were sending us because they knew I was part of the black coordinators for the Bernie campaign in South Carolina. So they got Cyborg. We met up because they knew me from Twitter. Went around multiple barbershops giving speeches, having every brother nod their head. Remember, in conservative ass South Carolina. Remember, the Nina Turner campaign said, "Oh, there's nothing we can do to win centrist black Democrats. We are doomed." Meanwhile, we were spinning socialist shit out farther to the left of Bernie Sanders in hindsight. Because we were talking about like black issues, shit that Bernie Sanders really don't believe. But we were telling this shit to black people, and they were like, hell yeah, this political platform we appreciate. And one time I was on my own. I was jumping barbershops on my own because I was that confident. I had no backup. And I was preaching socialism. I was talking about our radical tradition. And this is speeches I was giving in the barbershop. And this is the only time, now all my speeches had this dude was livid at me. It was a 72-year-old man. And I'm gonna tell you why I know his age. He was sitting there, livid. Everyone getting good reactions. This dude was just sitting there. I'm wondering, like, all right, what's up, this dude? Then right when I got in, because so Prof told me, let me finish my whole spiel. Right at the end, he was like, "How dare you, you youngin? You don't know anything about the death and harms of socialism." So I was like, "Oh shit!" My first black real Fox News MSNBC. And he went really hard at me, guys. And I kind of sat there. He was like, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. Socialism is not friends of our community. And then I guess I tell a story for new viewers. I literally just sat there and listened to him because I was thinking like, oh, dude, this is about to be fun. Like I love these kind of the black everyone watching Black Barbershop. Yeah. So I'm sitting there like, okay. And he's like, I'm 74 years old, 72, 74. He's like, I'm not gonna listen to you young kids. They don't tell me about socialism. I've lived through this. Like, bro, you live in South Carolina. You're a victim. He's like, I lived through this. He's like, and I'm like, I was like, okay, so I'm a young guy. MLK, anti-capitalist, much older than me. Our black leader that you respect, right? And he was like, this is where he's really fucked up. He said, MLK not no socialist. Brain completely colonized. At that point, when I realized who I was dealing with, because we're in the barbershop, I started the theater. So I was like, oh, you don't know. You know, this is barbershop conversation. This is why I thrive in. You don't know, bro. Oh, you think MLK is a capitalist? And I was like trying to hang him. He was like, there's no way MLK was socialist. I was like, all right. He like, show me evidence. So I literally Googled, and there was an article written by Katie Halper that I found of the 11 most anti-capitalist MLK quotes. I literally pulled this shit on my phone. I was like waving in front of everyone. I said, this guy is older than me. He's older than me, but he don't know this because he's brainwashed. I literally started like clowning him. And then as soon as I pulled up, he like left. He was like super pissed off. I talked to the owner. He like, dude, that was actually pretty impressive. And I made an example of him because I exposed his ignorance because I was like, you sure? Are you sure about this? And then I brought up how the Black Panthers is a Marxist Leninist organization.
Most black people don't know that. Most black people don't know that.
Malcolm X said, if you show me a capitalist, you show me a rat. Like he hated capitalists. Like this is a black tradition. So you saying you're an old man? How dare you tell me about socialism? You don't know your own roots, sir. And this is why I love this kind of conversation because I was making a show of it at that point. Because he was very hostile to me. I was very patient. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna expose how brainwashed you are. And it was like very fun. That was one of my most treasured memories of the campaign.
My most treasured memory is putting down this 70-year-old.
I literally, I took. If you guys think I'm making
that's
this up,
funny.
there's literally a tweet I can show you guys if you ever doubt me. Well, I tweeted about it the same day. I took a picture with the barbershop owner because the barbershop owner like, dude, that was hella fun. Because he saw the whole debate. He was like, you make a lot of sense. I talked to the good. He was 100% okay with it. He was a really cool guy because I was like, you okay with me if I do this bill? He's like, yeah, I'm good for it. I'm glad to see brothers get into politics again. Very great guy. I'll dig up the picture and show you guys. It was one of my most treasured memories. And why I told you guys, despite my criticism of Bernie, I still love my fucking experience. I talked to so many people in my community and got him towards our position. Many people like him, once again, I didn't win him over because it was about winning the audience over at that point. But maybe that motherfucker was like, MLK's anti-capitalist. Fuck that nigga talking about. Plant the seeds. He's not gonna admit it there because I embarrassed him. But maybe
he was
later
devastated.
He
you know what he was devastated about? He was devastated like, damn, I didn't live 50 plus years not even understanding that I was in the wrong position. And that's what the come to Jesus moment. But he can't say I was never told. He was old, but he was told and he was exposed. So that type of conversation is so. Go ahead, bring that up.
I'm sorry, CJ, but this is the picture.
No, go ahead.
Like this is one of my. I love this conversation. This is at the time. When was the day? This February 2020, fam.
Wow.
That's the owner right there. Very cool fucking guy. Older guy. And unlike the other older guy, he was hearing my say like, damn, this brother spitting. Like he had no problems with what the fuck he heard. That's why he was wanting to let me take this picture. I was like, you want to take a picture? He's like, yeah, bet. And he was a great guy. So this is the barbershop experience. And I'm mad because I had a video on Facebook when I was with Cyborg, the Ray Fisher guy, but the video is deleted. I found the link, like it's deleted, it's gone, it's weird. But anyway, a lot of good memories I had back then.
There's a lot of glitches like that on. There's a lot of glitches like that.
I'm mad I lost that video. It's very annoying.